Amid the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, Trump agrees to a last-minute meeting with Zelenskyy, Ukrainian president, to meet Trump in New York amid escalating conflict. Earlier, Ukrainian president met Biden and Harris in Washington. Biden announces $8 billion in aid for Ukraine amid war. Harris pledges full support to Kyiv amid Russia-Ukraine war. Former President Donald Trump has surprisingly agreed to a last-minute meeting with President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, setting aside previous criticisms. The Republican presidential nominee announced at a news conference that the Ukrainian leader will be visiting Trump Tower on September 27. The announcement comes just days after Trump's public criticism of Zelenskyy for not engaging in negotiations with Moscow. It seems that the former U.S. president has had a change of heart after earlier reports from his campaign indicated that a meeting between the two leaders was highly unlikely.
President Zelenskyy is asked to meet with me, and I will be meeting with him tomorrow morning at around 9:45 in Trump Tower. And it's a shame what's happening in Ukraine. So many deaths, so much destruction. It's a horrible thing. And one of the things that are very bothersome to me is the fact that Europe is paying only a small fraction of the money that the United States of America is paying. And we have an ocean between Russia and ourselves. They don't.
Earlier on September 26, Trump posted to his social media platform, Truth Social, a message purportedly from Zelenskyy requesting a face-to-face meeting with Trump. The meeting comes amid the reported tensions between Zelenskyy and the Republican Party ahead of November's U.S. presidential election. According to reports, some Republican leaders were unhappy with Zelenskyy's visit to an arms factory in Biden's hometown of Scranton in Pennsylvania. Zelenskyy's trip to the key swing state was labeled by leading Republicans as a partisan campaign event. In a public letter, Speaker of the U.S. House Mike Johnson said the visit was designed to help Democrats and claimed it amounted to election interference. Former President Trump has become more vocal in his opposition to ongoing U.S. funding for Ukraine and recently intensified his criticisms of Zelenskyy, labeling him as the greatest salesman on earth. In contrast, Zelenskyy expressed to a media outlet that he doubts Trump's ability to bring an end to the conflict. Meanwhile, on September 26, Zelenskyy met U.S. President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris at the White House to discuss his victory plan, which he hopes will pressure Russia into agreeing a diplomatic end to the war. Hours before, Biden had announced a further $8 billion package of military assistance to Ukraine. As Zelenskyy visited the U.S., drone attacks continued in Ukraine. On September 26 night, 3 people were killed and 14 others wounded in a Russian drone attack on Izmail,